Welcome back here to the 2013 PSP Chicago Open. I'm Matty Marshall alongside Todd Martinez and Chris Lasoya, and we are about to watch the Division 4 finals go down. Now, all tournament long, we've been watching the professional games in the Champs and Challengers division. Those games are 20 minutes long in a race to 7. In the D4 and D3 finals, it's a 12-minute regulation time period, and it's a race to 4. And we are about to watch Project Mayhem take on AAF 2, and you are looking at the rest of the games today and also the scores for those first games in the morning's competition. And we saw Infamous preserve their challenger spot along with San Antonio X Factor. Infamous defeating Upton 187 crew in pretty much decimated them, and then Tauntauns playing against San Antonio X Factor, and they lost 6-4. Then Moscow Red Legion is going to be moving back up into the Champions Division. After they got relegated to the last event, they beat San Jose Royalty in a very close match, and Chattanooga CEP losing as well. So here we go.
And these guys, we talked about this earlier, Matty. This is why these guys came to play. Finally, after all the attrition they played and playing all these games and all these matches, these guys are on the webcast with us right now on PaintballAccess.com. For all the marbles, Matty, right here, Division 4 finals.
Yeah, so here we go on the breakout, split screen breakout.
Oh, looks like Air Assault Factory is going to take one, coming out to the snake side on the break. He comes walking off early, and one body comes off for Project Mayhem as well.
Yeah, so Project Mayhem, though, able to make it into Snake, and then now moving up into Snake 2. And you're looking at their backfield line and in the center right there, but they're all the way past the 50-yard line. Smokes down Air Assault Factory, number 5. That was Sean Sossler up there in the center, and he got taken out. So great job by number 19.
That's Min Win right there.
Yeah, Min Win. Min Win all the way on to Air Assault Factory's side of the field. Do you think Win knows that there's still that stand-up temple right there?
I don't think so, Matty, but he's going to find out right now.
Oh, so Win gets decimated there, and he's going to have to walk off. So that was a clutch play by Walker Gulch for Air Assault Factory 2, and might have saved the day here in this point, because Project Mayhem had really good field position, but blowing it, Win gets shot out. Only Eddie May left alive. Looking at 3 Air Assault bodies as Drew Stutz, Andrew Sontag, and Walker still alive. So nice job by Air Assault Factory. That had a good move up in the center. He got taken out, though. I always love when people send a body up the center, because a lot can be done from there. We've seen a lot of kills coming out of that center, but Win dropping the ball over here.
Yeah, Sean Schlosser getting up in the middle and just going to work, but man, what a great move over here by Project Mayhem, coming down, but then also having a kind of a brain aneurysm and losing a body. But Matt, Todd, you said it best. Does he know he's there? I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, no, and he got tore up. But these teams have fought long and hard to get here. Over 200 teams at this event across multiple divisions. We're watching the D4 finals right now, Division 4. But make sure that you sign up early for the next event as the 2013 PSP West Coast Open. The PSP coming back to LA. It's going to be held August 16th through the 18th. Make sure you go to pspevents.com for more information and get your team in the fight. But you definitely want to sign up early, as every single event has sold out so far this year. 10 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in this race to 4 points. Air Assault Factory in the driver's seat right now, as they want a close one. That was a pretty close point, though.
Yeah, Min Win, he had a chance there. If he could have just got that shot in on the can, on the Dorito side, if he'd have been aware of where the body was, he could have shot him. It would have been a 2-on-1 situation, and he instantly would have had the best position to go bunker out the last player. But, I mean, that's why you have to communicate. You have to talk to your teammates and know where the bodies are, and make sure, he came up and shot his first stream into that can and missed him. You also got to make sure your first shots count. When you only get one opportunity and you don't take it, then, bad things sometimes can happen.
And not taking anything away from Division 4 players, but that's what separates them from Division 2, Division 1, Challengers and Champions Division, is most of these guys in the higher level don't miss those first shots. Now, after watching that game, I was pretty impressed, man. Some of these games can sometimes lag or be a little slow. These guys come out balling right now, just hammering on each other, and very aggressive play by both teams. I'm really liking what I'm seeing already. Project Mayhem on your left and Air Assault Factory on your right.
I really am impressed by the level of play in the divisional in the divisions, because we've seen the actual sport and the game of paintball itself really develop past 5-6 years, and that high level of play start to move down as these divisional finals are always exciting, and lots of crazy stuff happens during the divisional finals.
Yeah, like a major penalty. Right now, they're gonna get, so in the divisional rounds, when you get a major penalty, you don't spend time in the box. You just end up getting a 2-for-1, meaning you walk off and 2 of your buddies come with you. And right there for Project Mayhem, the whole snake side gets pulled, and that allows Air Assault Factory to come all the way down the snake, and win the game.
Yeah, and 5 alive for Air Assault Factory. Lance Leonard doing his job over here in the snake. Good work for him. And Air Assault Factory in the driver's seat here. Again, it's a race to 4, so they're only 2 points away from taking this victory here, taking winning the tournament in the Division 4. And we're gonna be right back after this. Welcome back here to CPX Sports in Joliet, Illinois. And we're watching Air Assault Factory take on Project Mayhem. 9 minutes and 26 seconds to go. And Project Mayhem's got to get back in this match, man. They only have 1 confirmed kill so far. All the starters out on the field right now.
On your screen right there, that's Project Mayhem breaking out from your left side, coming up strong. Both teams right now looking like they have 5 bodies alive, Todd.
Yeah, Project Mayhem sitting in the middle of the field right now, trying to get a shot in on the snake corner. Referee runs in there for a check. But 1 body walking off the field right now for Air Assault.
That was Drew Stutz taking the walk in the corner.
Yeah, so Air Assault Factory, 4 bodies alive, but only 1 of them is on the Dorito side in the stand-up temple over there. You can see they're kind of on the corner of your screen, and now referee getting there and checking out Project Mayhem in the snake. And now Air Assault makes their move into the snake, and it's number 8 again, Lance Leonard.
You know, usually these teams are a little slower playing than most, but these guys, I really don't see much deviation from the earlier games. They're all shooting their guns, they're getting in the snake, they're going hardcore against each other, shooting cross-field shots.
They look good. The difference between, it's just like any other professional sport, the difference between amateur and professional is the time. Obviously, there's a lot of talent in the pro leagues, but it's those guys they're so talented and they've worked on their skills. So the gaps and the amount of time you have to make your moves is vastly decreased in the professional leagues. But these guys look great, man. D4 finals going down. Project Mayhem losing so far, down 2 points here against Air Assault Factory, but better field position for Project Mayhem. Oh, I was just gonna say better field position on the snake side. They lose their whole Dorito side and their center. So just 2 players. 1 player now, it's just Win here in the snake, and he gets run down by Leonard.
You know, in these Division 4 finals, actually is a race to 4. Unlike our Challengers and Champions Division, there's race to 7. This is only a race to 4 for these Division 4 final teams. So Project Mayhem down 3 points right now.
Yeah, backs
tough
against
position.
their wall, man. This is a tough position, and it's really hard to come back 3-0, even in a race to 7, let alone a race to 4, because now Air Assault Factory 1 point away from victory and taking this tournament.
You know, Air Assault Factory also playing very, very well this tournament. I actually watched a couple of their prelim games earlier in the weekend, and looked very, very solid, very confident team out there. And they're actually playing really good paintball right now.
Yeah, Project Mayhem not really doing themselves any favors. They've gotten a major and a minor in the last 2 points.
Well, let's check in with Lauren Kelly on the sidelines. Looks like Frank Connell is coaching, legendary player coaching. Let's check it out.
Project Mayhem pit with Coach Frank Connell. What are you guys struggling with out there? You're getting pretty heated here on the sidelines.
Staying alive and not getting penalties. Right now, this is the worst we've had. We've had a major and a minor, and it's taken us out. I mean, if the guys got to stay alive, they got to roll their guns and not get a penalty, and that's what's going to kill us. If we can't do that, we can't win a game.
Before this match, how was this field playing for you?
Well, we haven't played this field yet. We've been playing the other fields. You know, it's been pretty much the same. We get in the snake, then get up into Doritos, and then move up the middle. So it's a really easy field to go, but it's just not happening right now.
All right, well, Project Mayhem is down 0-3 right now. We'll see if they can get some points on the board.
Here. We're good. Nick, hold on.
Yeah, so, you know, Frank Connell, legendary player, been around for a long time and helping guide Project Mayhem, but they are slacking in this one right here. Not looking very good here in the final matchup against Air Assault Factory. Air Assault Factory on the flip side, though, they look great.
Yeah, I mean, a major penalty in these divisional rounds will straight kill a whole side, you know, because it's a 2-for-1 penalty. You know, you don't spend any time in the box, but getting that minor last when they had already were down a body, losing that last one, has just opened up the door for Air Assault Factory.
Yeah, you know, and Andrew Garnland, like doing some work for the team. You see him on your screen right there in the center. I watched this kid actually play a little bit. You know, we have a timeout right now, a little time to talk about this team. You know, I watched him play, and he's actually a stellar player, man. So he's somebody to keep your eye on in the future.
All right, and we are going to be right back here with potentially the conclusion of this Division 4 final. We'll see you in a second.
A&S Gear rocks the largest inventory of any paintball retailer. From our massive selection of guns to our endless supply of goggles, paint, loaders, tanks, and apparel. With your choice of free shipping on orders over $100 to next day, Saturday, or international shipping options, you get the products you need sooner. Shop now at ansgear.com.
And we are back. The score 3-0, 7:27 to go. So still tons of time for Project Mayhem as they had called that timeout. And now getting ready to roll here. Project Mayhem going to be on the left-hand side of your screen, and you are looking, I'm sorry, at Project Mayhem right now on your right-hand side, and Air Assault Factory on the left.
And on the breakout right now, you have Project Mayhem, but Air Assault Factory on your screen, taking the snake on the break. Heads up play right here in front of us. That's number 2, Tyler Durder, going heads up with number 4.
Tyler Durden, Project Mayhem.
If that guy's nickname is not Tyler Durden, then the guys on that team are blowing it. Right? Project Mayhem.
Project Mayhem.
Right? I mean, come on, tell me that's not just right up their alley. So here we go. So Tyler Durden and Project Mayhem.
Going to work, though, getting up in the middle of the field. You know, you see it on the top of your screen, Project Mayhem getting up in the 50 And Air Assault Factory losing 2 players as of now.
Yeah, that's Durer in the snake too, doing work for Project Mayhem right now. This is a must-win situation. They do have the 5-on-3 body advantage right now as Drew Stutz and Brent Kochman have been shot off the Dorito side for Air Assault Factory. And here comes Project Mayhem bumping up the Dorito side, bumping up the middle. Player in the middle looked like he took a bounce. Nope, that ball broke on his leg.
Well, that's not going to help their cause, so they lose their center. They do have good field position here on the snake side, past the 50-yard line. And that's Tyler Durer.
Tyler Durer is just going to come down and stick this guy. I mean, there's really nothing really stopping him. They're down to 2 players right now.
Yeah, they got a player moving down the Dorito side as well. Now, Tyler's going to go and run the highway, gets the drop on him. Nice move. A back player for Air Assault dies as well. Lance Leonard and Andrew Sontag coming off. So here comes Project Mayhem, going to put a point on the board with 5 minutes and 27 seconds to go.
And as we're breaking rule 1 and 2, still talking about Project Mayhem. Coming out, going to work. Hey,
they're still in the game.
They are still in the game. It was 3-0, 1 point away from taking the walk. But however, coming back to win that point convincingly, actually, shooting good lanes in the break, getting 2 good Gs off the break and 1 real quick after that, Matty.
Yeah, and moving well down the Dorito side, and Durr getting it done over here on the snake side. So but that's what they needed. They needed that point, needed to take that momentum back against Air Assault Factory, because if they lose 1 more, it is just a race to 4 here in the Division 4 final.
Yeah, and you know, still plenty of time now with 5:25 left in the game for Project Mayhem to run up a couple points here, try and get back in it real quick, score a couple quick points, tie it up.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing, I want to see them come out again. I want to see them do it again. I want to make a game of this, because these guys had a long road getting here, and I'd really hate to see them getting blown out, but staying in the game, like we said. However, I want to see what Air Assault Factory has to say about coming back and getting this next point back.
Yeah, well, look, you're in the finals, man. You work so hard to get here. It's really hard to make the finals in the divisional ranks, you know, just because it's it's the lowest ranked division here doesn't mean it's not difficult. You know, obviously we're watching a high level of skill displayed by both these teams, particularly on the side of Air Assault Factory. But, you know, Durr looked pretty solid there, getting past the 50-yard line on the snake. And when we're talking about there's, you know, over 200 teams here, well, there's 20 professional teams and 180-something, I think it's 181 divisional teams.
I love seeing that. That's amazing. It just shows the growth of the sport of paintball, and all these teams are going to be coming out, and there's good future pro players here. All these kids are capable of doing it.
Exactly. You never know who you're going to see. I mean, in the Challengers division specifically, we had Shane Pastana come up here, and Shane Pastana was talking about how just 2 years ago, all the guys that looked really looking awesome on his squad, San Jose Royalty, they were Division III players. So it is possible if you put the work in to quickly move up the ranks, obviously depending on your level of effort and innate level of talent.
Ooh, Sean Schlosser. Sean, that's a tongue twister. Sean Schlosser runs up the middle of the field for Air Assault, and he gets taken out. Durr tries to come back into the snake and gets shot on the bump from the big Dorito.
And right now, not looking good right now for Project Mayhem. Air Assault Factory getting the snake on your screen. That's number 8, Lance Leonard.
Yeah, so they lose another body off that Dorito side over there.
Yeah.
So just 3 bodies left for Air Assault.
Air Assault, though, they are the first to go over here, first to attack on the snake side. Getting into snake 1, looking cross field. Uh-oh, Project Mayhem getting checked out by the referee in the back corner bunker, and then using that little bit of a distraction, Air Assault Factory, Lance Leonard able to get into the second part of the snake over here. And he's got a better shot from that position, cross field. He does have a back player, but the back player that he has is focusing his firepower towards that Dorito side.
Yeah, shooting across the field, just you can maintain like a bounce again, as you see on your screen off the chest. Shooting across the field, as you said, Todd, slows down the Dorito side for sure. There's a lot of good gaps over there, and I think he's just containing him right now.
Yeah, that snake corner just got bounced square in the chest, and that one broke right there on his hand.
Ooh, so now
the 3rd time is the charm.
Yeah, not looking good over here is number 23, Jacob Reimars, and it's just takes the walk at Eddie May, last player alive, and the guy doing most of the work for Project Man with 3 confirmed kills. And he's going to be stuck in the stand-up tempo on the Dorito side of the field as Aerosol tries to close out this game.
And that looks like the last body, Aerosol Factory.
So congratulations to Aerosol Factory as they take the D4 final game here, winning the tournament.
Congratulations.
As long as it hangs clean.
Yeah.
I believe they're out of Minnesota, like Minnesota, Minneapolis area. So they're going to be taking that trophy home with them. D4 champions, 2013 Chicago Open, D4 finals.
Good game right there by these guys. I mean, they came out both playing really strong paintball, very, very aggressive. And you know, like I said, you know, sometimes those games can be a little slow and a little trying, but that was not one of those points, actually. Those guys came out strong. They shot good lanes, made the moves they needed to, just like any pro team.
Too many deaths out of their bunker for Project Mayhem. And Aerosol just looked to have a much stronger coordinated attack. I mean, there was only 1 point that Project Mayhem was able to win. They looked solid in that particular point, but, you know, hey, that's why you don't just play 1 point. You know, you got to play a bunch of them, and you're in this race to 4. So, yes, they will take that victory.
Yeah, penalties definitely killed Project Mayhem. And Aerosol was able to capitalize on it. And, you know, those are the mistakes that you can't make on Sunday. Definitely not in the finals here.
Yeah, so we're going to have the D3 final coming at you here in just a second. But first up, let's touch base with Lauren Kelly on the sidelines, and she has the winners, Aerosol Factory.
Hey there, I have Brent Kochman here with me. You guys were just playing here on the Champions Field. How was that for you?
Awesome.
Yeah, you have a good time?
Yep.
All right, cool. What was your strategy coming into this against Project Mayhem?
Just basically death traders. That's it.
All right, and how do you feel you guys played this entire tournament?
Same. Death traders.
All right, well, congratulations. Big win for you guys. First for D4 Race to 4. That's all down here.